Hi everyone, I'm Dawn. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for visiting with me today. So today I wanted to talk some more about the Creepshow art thing because I know I've made 2 videos on it, but I have more to say. I keep thinking of more things to say and then I write notes and I'm like, oh, I have to say this, I have to say this, I have to say this. And plus I'm getting really great comments on my videos that bring up other points. So in her 2.5-hour diatribe to try and prove Emily Artful as a liar, which didn't prove that at all, she had a pin post. Well, she went and changed or added to it about, the next day about, or maybe it was a few days later, about how she's not concerned about the things that just make her look like a D word. She's concerned about the stuff that makes her look like a criminal. Okay, so the stuff that came out, the lolcow stuff, what that does is that proves she's not trustworthy. She can't be trusted. She's a snake. She's sneaky. She's a backstabber. She's a manipulator. She's a terrible friend. She's a terrible person. That's what all that stuff proves about her. Now, I know she's trying to prove those things with this video, but instead of that, all she's proven is that she has indeed been stalking and harassing Emily. And since we know, because of the lolcow stuff, that we can't trust her, we have to assume that everything she says is a lie. Emily admitted that she used to be a terrible person and did bad things and was not the nicest girl in the world. She admitted all that. So for her to come at us with this ridiculous video that, mind you, I did not sit through. I watched everyone else's videos about it, and I know pretty much what I need to know, even though she might say, well, they manipulated my words and made it sound like something I didn't say. But, that's neither here nor there. We know she can't be trusted. We know, one thing we know Emily Artful shared her story and admitted that she wasn't always a great person. And another thing we know is that Creepshow art did all this lolcow stuff. And one of my commenters, and I'm so sorry, so sorry, I can't remember your name right now, but if you see this and comment down below, that would be awesome. One of my commenters said that they're not so much concerned about the lolcow stuff as they are about all the fake YouTube accounts she may have set up, leaving nasty comments for all of her friends that she love bombed. And that was one of the things that made me think, because I never trusted her, but that was one of the things I was like, something is off about this female. Something is off about her. And for her to go after her supporters and tell them they're weird and to never effing, talk to her again is just, that is so messed up to me, because maybe it was easy for her, but most people work really, really hard on their YouTube channels. And like for me, when I get 1 subscriber, I'm excited, I'm ecstatic. And I just can't think of, and I don't know many of them personally, but I still appreciate them, and still, I would be pretty upset. I would be pretty upset if I did something that made my subscribers see me as something different than what I present on camera, because I feel like who you see on camera is who I am at all times. And I just, sometimes I'm a mess, sometimes I'm put together, it's just, sometimes I'm a person, and I try to just be that person at all times. And if I ever did anything to make any of them think that I was something else, that would be devastating to me. And I wouldn't take it out on them. I really do not believe I would take it out on them. I would probably be a coward and run and hide for a while, but I would not take it out on my supporters, the people who didn't care or don't care about that stuff. Because, I treasure every single one of my subscribers. I really, truly do. Now, I don't know who they all are by name, but I guarantee you, when every chance that I try to respond to every comment, I try to be present, and just be honest and be who I am. So when I see someone like her who had over 500,000 subscribers just basically take a huge crap on them, it pisses me off. It pisses me off. It is not easy to do this. And I mean, yeah, it's easier than like having a job, but like she couldn't appreciate her over 500,000 fans that she, you know, used to have, because she should still acknowledge the fact that, you know, she's harmed them, at least the way they look at people, their belief in people. She has harmed that in the over 200,000 subscribers she lost, plus the subscribers she has who just haven't unsubscribed for whatever reason. She hasn't in any way thanked them for their support, and you know, and that's just it. You have to be humble. You have to humble yourself and appreciate what you have, because as she has learned, it can be pulled away from you in a second. And for her to be like, you people are lazy. You know what, bitch? People have more to do with their lives than to try and prove you innocent when it's already been proven that you're pretty much guilty. And what does scrolling down on someone's Instagram prove anyway? It doesn't prove anything. You've proved nothing. Now I'm talking to her directly, I'm sorry. But it just pisses me off, because your supporters, your subscribers, when you're doing YouTube and you're trying to make something of it, they should mean the world to you. They shouldn't just be a number and, you know, a ticker, and it doesn't matter. It's ridiculous. And then for her, you know, you people are lazy, that pissed me off. But then for her with her 2.5 long vitriolic diatribe about, you know, Emily, which totally fell flat and just kicked her in her own ass, just to say that we need to touch grass. No, this heifer, what she needs to do, let me tell you what you need to do, Creepshow. I'm not going to call you Shannon, because you're a creep. You're a Creepshow. So let me tell you what you need to do. You need to go to Home Depot or like a landscaping establishment, and you need to, don't buy seeds, because you need this stuff right away. Buy sod. I would recommend Kentucky bluegrass. It's very nice, very supple. If you can find sod that's Kentucky bluegrass blended with another grass, that would be very nice. Get, you know, enough squares of sod that when together they will fit your body, and lay them out in front of your van, or you know, because you chose to be homeless, or if you're not homeless anymore, like in your yard or just on the street somewhere, and roll around, because you don't need to just touch the grass, you need to roll around in it for 6 to 8 hours twice a day for, let's say, 6 weeks. And then you also need to contact a mental health professional. And I'm not even joking about that part. You need to contact a mental health professional, because there is something seriously wrong with you. You are a dangerous person, and God don't bring children into this world. It just, yeah, Kentucky bluegrass. But like I said, mixed with another grass, it would make a nice bed for you to lay on, because that's what you need. You don't need to just touch grass. You need to become one with the grass, because you're a disaster piece. You really are. And also, Emily had shared a portion of the letter she got from the attorney, and Emily, and I respect this, she believes it is from a real attorney's office. I have a problem believing that, because for 11 years I worked with many different types of attorneys. Every day I had to read letters from them. I probably read over 100 letters a day from attorneys while I was working in that field, and they just do not write things like this. So you'll see it up here. Finally, we must address your allegation that Anthony SA'd you. Anthony unequivocally denies that the interaction at your father's home ever occurred. He further denies that at any time he took advantage of you when you were under the influence of H and unable to consent to any S activity. Anthony acknowledges that you had a single S encounter after you broke up, but it did not occur at a time when you were using. It never would have. That Shannon speak. As you know, Anthony had been sober for several years before you dated in 2011. Since entering recovery, Anthony has maintained a zero-tolerance policy for associating with individuals whom he knew to be actively using. Numerous witnesses can attest to this fact. He would not have interacted with you, much less took advantage of you while you were visibly, and then it cuts off there. Shannon wrote that. This is not the verbiage, the language an attorney would use in their letter. It's just not. And I know this because I have worked with many different attorneys. Plus, I have a friend who's attorney. She did not want to appear on camera, but I showed it to her, and she said, there is no way an attorney wrote that. She said, an attorney's writing is extremely advanced, and they would have never done that. Now, a theory I have, either she wrote it and she got a hold of, you know, the letterhead or whatever from an attorney's office and used it, or she did in fact retain an attorney. But here's something that attorneys do. They will sometimes, if they need to send correspondence, they will mail it on behalf of the client. But because they know that the case isn't really a winnable case, they'll take the retainer fee. They'll tell them, look, you need to write a letter, or, you know, tell them whatever they need to do, and then we will submit it for you under our letterhead. And a lot of times they don't even read that letter. This is a fact. I know this to be true because of all the attorneys that I've worked with throughout the years. And so, and it does sound like her language, like some of these words that she uses, just the way, like, just read it in your head with her voice and you'll understand what I'm talking about. She thinks it sounds really highly intelligent. I know she does, because apparently she thinks she's smarter than all of us. But, and it's not badly written, it's just not how an attorney writes. And an attorney's writing is very advanced, and it's not. That's just not it. So anyway, so one of my theories was Shannon wrote it and an attorney submitted it on her behalf. Shannon wrote it and just used some attorney letterhead, which I don't think happened. Or the attorney just took her retainer, because an attorney's not going to turn down money. The attorney took her retainer fee and briefed one of her or his office staff on the situation and said, just write a letter and send it to this girl because we don't really have a case here. This is all we can do. But no real effort was put into this letter. No attorney would read this and say, we can't send this on a case they think that they really have in the bank. So, you know, she's full of shit. So anyway, Creepshow, I'll see you next Tuesday. And everyone else, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Come back, visit with me, comment down below. Let's talk, let's hang out. Subscribe if you like my stuff. I do a lot of, I don't just talk about stuff like this. I try to do crazy makeup looks. I have a Tweety Bird makeup look I'm gonna try and do possibly tonight. So no, I can't do it tonight. I'll probably do it tomorrow. No, I'll have to do it Tuesday night. So that's a couple nights from now. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you so much for watching. And please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll talk to everyone later. Bye.